to unlock their full potential. And Larry was the only one that could help them see the light. But they had been brought together by fate. And if they trusted Larry, if they worked with him in these one-on-one therapy sessions, they would unlock true happiness and confidence. And the first person that Larry really concentrated on was Isabella. And Isabella is very, very, very significant to today's case. First of all, Larry seemed to have a thing for Isabella. And we all know what I'm talking about here. From the moment he laid eyes on Isabella, he was like, yes, that is the one that I want. And I do mean in a sexual way. So Isabella had come to Sarah Lawrence College on a full scholarship. She had previously gone to an all-girls Catholic school, and she had lived a very sheltered life. And just before Larry moved in with everyone, she had gone through a pretty bad breakup with a boyfriend, and she was struggling. She was very low. She didn't have a lot of confidence. She kind of kept to herself. And then Larry moved in, and Larry started showing her attention. And this attention from Larry apparently lifted her out of a very dark place. So in these one-on-one sessions that Larry was having with Isabella, poured her heart out to Larry. She told Larry her deepest, darkest secrets, all of her struggles, and Larry completely took advantage of this. It was very predatory. He started taking Isabella into her bedroom for these one-on-one sessions. He would make her lie down on her bed. He would cuddle up to her. He would stroke her hair. He would start whispering in her ear, "Don't worry, no one is going to harm my baby girl." And it is just so creepy. And he's like 50 years old at this point. I haven't actually said his age, have I? He's 50 years old, and this is a 19-year-old girl, the same age as his daughter, who is literally in the next room. But it gets worse. It gets worse because Larry started telling everyone that Isabella needed extra sessions, that she was incredibly broken, and that Larry needed to spend the night in her room. He told everyone that he was sleeping on the floor. It was all PG. But did he stay on the floor for long? No. Larry soon found his way into Isabella's bed, and it wasn't long until he started a sexual relationship with this 19-year-old college student. And it just makes me so angry because I know Isabella is 19. She's old enough to make her own decisions, old enough to consent, but she's so vulnerable right now, and Larry is so manipulative. He's so skilled at brainwashing. It's grooming. It really, really is. That is what he's doing. But it gets worse for Isabella. It does, because Larry convinced Isabella to cut off her family, like true cult style. And how did he do this? How did he convince Isabella to cut off all her friends, family, everyone? Well, Larry is so skilled at brainwashing that he managed to brainwash Isabella into thinking that she was sexually abused as a child by a family member when she wasn't. And that is just crazy to me. And when Isabella's family phoned her up to ask her, is she coming back home for winter break or whatever, Larry was the one that actually spoke on the phone to Isabella's family and said, no, Isabella won't be coming home because she was sexually abused as a child, and it's your fault. And if Isabella comes home for winter break, if she is around her family, Isabella will commit suicide. Yeah, Larry actually said that to Isabella's mom, and Isabella's mom was beside herself because obviously she was concerned about her daughter, but she didn't want her daughter to come back home if her daughter was going to commit suicide. So instead of going home for winter break like all of the other students, Isabella spent winter break at Larry's apartment with Larry and Talia. How is Talia okay with this? I mean, again, she has been brainwashed, but Larry and Isabella are sharing a bed every single night, having sex, and Talia is in the next room. So then Larry, Isabella, and Talia, and all of the students, they return after winter break. Larry, you have your own apartment. Why are you still living with all of these college kids? I mean, the apartment situation is actually very confusing. The apartment doesn't belong to Larry. It belongs to one of Larry's friends that he has also manipulated and brainwashed. It's all very complicated. But anyway, all of the college kids, Larry, everyone, they're back on campus. And now Larry pretty much goes round the students one by one because he's gotten Isabella and he needs more. So the next student that was Larry's target was Claudia. Claudia had also grown up in California. She was incredibly close with her friends. She was very smart, creative, independent. But Claudia, she was suffering with depression, and Larry saw this and pounced. Larry said that he could help Claudia with her mental health, help her gain confidence, beat depression, but she